get started.
I know.
Okay.
All right, it's mead day. Am I still?
Yeah.
All right. All right. It's mead. All right, it's mead day. We're gonna make mead. I got a camera person today. Should say hi.
Hi.
She's behind the camera.
Yeah.
So, my wife is actually interested in this one, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, we went out and bought honey. It's here in the sink, getting all liquidy. Look at that. Ooh. We have, what are these, 400s? So we have about 2 kilos of honey in here. So 4, 8. Yeah, 2 kilos of honey. We're going to make 10 liters, but we're also going to put apple cider in it. So it's going to be a, what's that, a Molotov. Yeah, it's going to be half, cyser, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. The other one is mead with fruit in it. Okay, so you can tell that I'm real knowledgeable about the whole mead thing. But all right, we're gonna get the honey going in there, and
that's too close.
Right. Drinking premium craft beer here. So we get the honey all nice and liquid. Comes relatively hard. It's yeah, it came out of there. Came out of there pretty decently. The water is at about 60 degrees centigrade. Just gonna grab a spoon here. Keep this moving. So it's not too hot, but it's hot enough that I'm hoping that it's gonna dissolve some I don't know, some of the stuff that I read just said like I don't know, tap water hot. Some said that you should get the water really hot. I don't know. I just went kind of in between. So pretty much just gonna put all the honey in here, get it dissolved in this hot water. That's really fascinating, isn't it? Where are you getting my face too?
Yeah.
That's my best part.
Well, I could do like this and go all the way up and down.
Oh. That's not my best part. None of that in between was my best parts. Alright. You don't need to see me pour honey into water. Alright. I went ahead and took a little sample to see what it is before I add the juice in. We're at 1067, it looks like. 1067 with the with only 4, with only 1.6 kilos of honey in. So what I'm trying not to make a really high alcohol mead. I'm kind of shooting for between 6 and 7, which that means that I'm already high on this. But so I actually don't think I'm going to put the last bit of honey in there, and I'm going to add the juice in and get it mixed up and take gravity then and see where it's at, and if it's too high or too low, then I don't know. We're just making this on the fly. So, all right, we're looking good though. We got the honey, water. All right, it's time to pour. You recording?
Yep.
All right. Got my sanitized funnel, got a sanitized carboy, and I'm gonna try my best to pour this in there without burning the shit out of myself or making a mess. Actually, I'm gonna adjust this a little bit.
Slow.
Thank you, helper. Wish I had a bigger funnel. This was the best I could do. Tiny IKEA funnel. So yeah, we're just gonna get the honey in there. Or honey water. Okay, we've got the honey water in the carboy. So we're doing, it's 6 liters of I don't know, must, I think? Yeah, must. It must be must. And I'm gonna top up the carboy with, this is the King's Must. This is apple cider. It is cold pressed, hand picked apples from here on this island that we live on in Denmark. And it's like all cool and stuff. So sanitized funnel. Gonna get our cider in here. I didn't take a gravity reading on the cider because I'm not. There's a bunch of snouts in there. I'm just gonna tip in a little bit of it. All right. Ooh, wow. You can really you can see all the like solids and stuff from. So one thing I did is that the must from the stovetop is actually still pretty hot. So this apple juice has been in the fridge, so hopefully that'll cool it down a little bit. This is not like hand-picked, cold-pressed. I'm kind of trying to hide the fact that this was some really cheap apple cider.
It's not cider. There's no bubbles in it.
There's no bubbles in that one either.
Okay.
Cider is like just, yeah, well, you know what? You're the camera person. You stay out of this. All right. So it is just some low-level juice, some bargain shelf juice, but I've actually made I made a cider with someone else out of this kind of juice, and it actually turns out pretty good. I mean, it's still it doesn't have any like bad chemicals or anything in it. It's still pretty high quality for cheap juice, if that makes any sense. And anyway, we're adding, what was that, 75 centiliters there, and a liter and a half, and a liter and a half. So we're adding about 4 liters of juice, a little less than 4 liters of apple to our mead concoction, Actually, probably I'm gonna stop there to give it a little bit of headroom. There's probably like, I don't know, less than a half liter left in there. There we have it, our cyser. So I'll be back when I'm gonna add the yeast. Hey everybody, just like to thank past Alex and past wife for making that great brew day footage. Actually, nothing was really brewed. What do you call a mead making day? Pouring honey into water day? I don't know. Filling the carboy with fermentable sugars for future booze day. Thanks. I'm just gonna make a little afterwards here because the footage kind of stops there, and you can see this is the look right there. That is the finished product that's been fermenting now for it's a week now. Week, is it? Yeah, it's been a week, and it is done fermenting. I think it's done, but so there's no footage of me putting the yeast in. I used Mangrove Jack's M68, I want to say. It's the mead yeast. It's an actually made for mead, so it's like a high gravity, probably some kind of offshoot of wine yeast or something. But so the must here was still really too warm to pitch yeast, so I had to put it here in the fridge to try and cool it down to pitching temperatures. And said pitching temperatures did not get reached until later in the evening, and maybe I had enjoyed too many beverages and forgot to record any of it. It doesn't sound like me, but it's possible. So it took off really quickly. I did not do any staggered nutrient additions because it was fermenting really nicely along. And one, I didn't do them because in my brain mind, I thought, oh well, you know, probably the juice is gonna add some of that nutrient that you usually don't get from the honey. And second, and more importantly, I got completely swamped at work, and just, you know, life got in the way. And when I came home, I was just like, it's still bubbling, screw that, I'm just going to sleep. So yeah, I didn't mess about putting any nutrients or anything. I didn't have the right ones anyway. I just had like some Y-yeast nutrients. So, you know, I'm running a real professional meadery here. Anyway, it has stopped fermenting. I've just been kind of jiggling it about every once in a while to try and get some of the CO2 to off gas from it. I realized that my wine thief didn't survive the move from my old brewing place, so I actually have no way to, other than like tipping that carboy into a glass, I have no way of getting that liquid out of there into a test jar. So I'm ordering a new wine thief, and then I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I might just pull a sample, like just pour some, but I'm just gonna let it chill out anyway. It's probably gonna go in this fridge here in a minute to start cooling down. Get some of this, here, let's see, you can see it a little bit better. Get some of this, this kind of haziness to start dropping out. But yeah, I have high hopes for it, and there will be another video when I can actually get in there and taste it. But until then, all I've got is this beer to drink, and I hope you enjoyed this, that footage. So yeah, cheers guys. I'll see you, well, I'll probably see you before I taste this, but I'll see you also when I taste this. This, not this. I'm gonna taste this right now. This I'm gonna taste at some point in the future.
Now it's recording.
Is it recording?
I think so. There's a red dot.
Is the number counting up?